My name is Benton Stokes. I'm a former fundamentalist, post-evangelical worship leader, and songwriter. I enjoy wry Manhattans, roller coasters, and road trips, just not all at the same time.
I'm Elane O'Rourke, and I'm a teacher, an author, and a spiritual coach. I was a philosophy professor and a liberal pastor in a couple of former lives, and these days I love aha moments and not-so-dry martinis.
We have conversations about life and God with a queer perspective, over cocktails, like you. This is Cocktail Theology.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
We have a cocktail that was as Thanksgiving-y as I was able to construct without going to pumpkin.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
good.
So try it, and then I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, that's yummy.
It's pretty yummy, huh?
Ooh, yeah.
So this is a rye maple old-fashioned.
Nice.
So it's just rye, Rittenhouse in this case, and really good maple syrup that our friend Holly gave us from Vermont.
Yes.
A grated orange peel in it because I like that.
Nice.
It's got black walnut bitters and basic aromatic bitters. And that's pretty much it.
It smells wonderful. Tastes amazing.
Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's just like fall in a glass.
I was so excited. So this is our pre-Thanksgiving Thanksgiving cocktail.
I like it.
Because some of our listeners don't know that we tend to have a signature fall cocktail, a signature spring cocktail, and so forth. But for Thanksgiving, particularly, you tend to concoct something special for that day.
Yeah.
And this is not it.
No, this is not it, but this is delicious. I love it.
It is. I'm very excited about it. I'm
You
so
should
glad
be.
you agreed to this one.
Heck yeah.
Yay.
This is great.
So we're talking about giving thanks today. And I'm not going to sit here and say, so tell me all the things you're thankful for, Benton, because I do that on Thanksgiving and it makes everybody nuts. But I have been having the thought about having attended Thanksgiving events where no one is thanked, including the people who make the food.
Right. Yeah.
People come, maybe they watch the game, whatever game's on at that moment. They eat, they go off into their corners, they do whatever. They might have great conversation, but there's no giving of thanks.
Right.
Which then put me of a mind to all of the people who do gratitude lists and such. But who are they grateful to? What does gratitude have to have a receiver, I guess? Does gratitude have to have a receiver? If I'm going to give thanks, I should be giving thanks to someone. That's where I am on all of this, on this Thanksgiving event. If we say we're so grateful, or if we say that we're celebrating Thanksgiving, are we thanking anyone? And if so, who exactly are we grateful to?
That is a really good question.
Now, have you ever been to one of those events?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not just me. I don't just know a bunch of ungrateful heathens.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
No, and maybe I'm overgeneralizing, but I think as a society we don't express thanks to each other nearly enough.
Okay.
Of course, some of us will thank God for blessings, which is completely appropriate, but also I think it's a good time to look at the good things in your life and recognize, why are these good things in your life? And is there someone maybe that has provided this or made life a little better in this way for you? It's a great time to think about, what am I thankful for and to whom am I thankful? Thanksgiving is one of my favorite occasions, as you know. It's been a little sad for me over my 50 plus years to watch Thanksgiving become an afterthought or just kind of be a day in the middle of Christmas shopping season.
Halloween, Christmas, plus a big meal in the middle.
Right, exactly. I don't think we are giving Thanksgiving its due. But for those of us that are paying attention to Thanksgiving, and it's not just a meal, or not just a family get together, or even not just a gathering of friends, it is important that we look at our blessings in life, the things that we have to be thankful for, and then thank people in addition to thanking God,
Do you think it's possible to have gratitude without having a who at the end of the gratitude?
For myself, I can't imagine myself just feeling grateful and not observing who it is that did whatever it was. So usually, I mean, for me, obviously, maybe not obviously, but I hope obviously, that I am thankful to God for so many amazing things in my life. I was thanking God earlier today for the life that I have. And I think it's important that we do that as Christians or Jesus followers or people of faith or whatever. If you believe in something bigger, which we've been talking a lot about, I think when we thank God for blessings in our life, it's like, for me, if I thank God for one thing, then I start thinking of other things.
Right.
And it's like the Grinch, my heart grows, 10 times its size, because I just get so full of gratitude. I think for myself, I need someone, and generally it's God, but also I need to be thanking the people in my life. But I think there needs to be an object of that gratitude. There's someone that we're hurling gratitude at. I think that's important, because otherwise, I mean, what is it gratitude that you're feeling?
Well, exactly. And I think that's the piece about things like gratitude lists that sort of irks me. I think that making it a practice to become conscious of the things that are good in your life is a very good thing to do.
I think so too.
I'm not comfortable with calling it gratitude unless you're grateful to something.
Right.
I think when one reflects on what is good in one's life and counts it as gratitude without anyone to whom one is grateful for participating in that thing happening, it's really easy to go to the idea that one does all of this by oneself.
Yeah.
It becomes, I think, this very solipsistic way of seeing the world. Like, I bet that our current president would be perfectly capable of making a quote-unquote gratitude list. I don't suspect that he's actually grateful to anyone.
Right.
I think he feels that he is the one who made the things happen.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's very easy for all of us to slip into that. In the same way we'll punish ourselves if things go wrong, we'll also overly honor ourselves when things go right.
Right.
And I think it's good to take pride in what one does. But there is no self-made man. There is no person who has done it all by themselves. There just isn't.
No, there's not.
In order to actually be grateful, we need to pin down something for which we are grateful and someone to whom we are grateful.
Yeah.
So even if it's something silly, like when we were in our old place and we were recording in the little corner of the room, and I found these acoustic tiles that could stick to the wall.
Yeah.
I was very grateful for them. I was grateful to the company that had them, and I was grateful to whomever it was who invented them and decided to make them 1, 2, 3 hexagonal so they could fit on a wall.
Right.
I mean, I literally, as I was hanging them up, was going, "This is so cool. Thank you, whoever it was who did this. Hope you got some of the money for it."
Right.
But I think that in order to call it gratitude, it's got to be specific and aimed at somebody.
Yeah, you make a really strong point. I think that's true. It's not enough to just count your blessings. I mean, counting your blessings is great, and we should count our blessings, but it's imperative that we go the next step and say, and I'm grateful for these things, and here's, who I credit for this or that or whatever.
Well, if you're going to call it a blessing, you better realize that blessings come from.
Right.
Blessings don't just appear,
No.
then they're not blessings, they're coincidences or something. I don't know what they would be. Okay, I'm glad we're agreed on that.
Yeah.
So we've gotten to Thanksgiving. For me, it is not about mythical pilgrims and mythical Indians settling down together and having a wonderful life. Because,
No.
I do believe that the native peoples assisted the pilgrims. I have no problem with that. And I do
Yeah.
believe that there was some sharing. I also
Yeah.
believe that we just basically wiped out native peoples whenever we could. So it's not about that for me.
Yeah.
It is about having food that has tradition to it in a very broad sense. And if you're Filipino and lumpia is part of your Thanksgiving, more power to you, right?
Right.
But some sense of tradition with people I love and don't always sit down with in the mode of loving them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking about the people who are going to be at our Thanksgiving this year, and I love those people.
Yeah.
I see them all the time.
All the time, sure.
But I don't often just sit down with the point of being grateful to God for them and grateful to them for being in my life.
Yeah.
So for me, that's Thanksgiving,
I love that. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
What makes Thanksgiving for you?
Some of the same things. I think it's spending time with people that I love. It's marking the day with a special meal. Many times, we're having this casserole because this is Allie's favorite, or we're
Right.
having these rolls because Zach would be mad if we didn't. And some of it's just, some of it's light and funny, but it's marking the occasion with a special meal with special people and coming with just sort of an attitude of gratefulness for everything that we have in life and taking the time to thank each other and thanking God for whatever it is that we feel grateful for in that moment. Like you, I don't really equate it with the historical Thanksgiving story, although I do love the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving version.
Oh, well, that's
of the story.
If we're going to go into Charlie Brown territory, that's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing. So that's a must. I can be kind of grumpy about people starting Christmas too soon. This year, I'm really trying to be more understanding because news is always so grim, and I think Christmas brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. And when I say Christmas, I mean the putting up of the lights and the putting up of the tree and the creating a festive feeling in your house
season.
or in your yard or whatever. Yeah, and so I'm trying not to be a humbug about people starting Christmas too early this year because it does bring a lot of people joy.
Yep.
And that's fine and appropriate, I think. But I have also been that guy that really wants to wait until after Thanksgiving to really roll into the holidays. And then, of course, being an observant Jesus follower, I like to observe Advent before I get too deep into the festivities. I want to spend time reflecting on all the, just like Lent. I mean, it's kind of that introspection. And it's that time of just anticipating the coming of Jesus. And every year, when you really do observe that, every year it can feel a little different.
Yeah.
Depending on what's going on in my life, what's going on in the world. I mean, it's just, I have a feeling this Advent is going to be just really important for me personally. And so I don't want to gloss over Advent either.
Right.
I'm not ready for twinkly lights and trees. I'm not there. And I definitely do want to give Thanksgiving its space and allow it to be its own thing and not just another list of things that I have to take care of during the bigger holiday season, which I feel like for many people, that's kind of what it's become.
Right. That makes sense. As you know, I am completely with you on the don't start Christmas too soon. I'm a little bit of a tyrant about that around the house, and I know that. And I'm sorry to all the people who both are engaged with me around that time and who were forced to participate in my grumpiness about it when we served the same church. I think it was good for you.
It was.
I'm very glad that I had the room to do that with all of you who might be listening, but I apologize if it put a little damper on your Christmas season. That said, before Thanksgiving even, I bought some Christmas decorations. Now, I'm not going to put them up But I needed to have that bright. I needed to have that sense of there is light.
Right.
And the thing that is particularly remarkable about that for me is that this has been a good year. It's not
Yeah.
like this has been a hard year for me personally,
Yeah.
but the world feels so dark in so many ways
Yes.
that I know I'm looking forward to that light.
Yeah.
But for me, all of that starts with giving thanks, with stopping and being grateful. I am grateful that I was able to find the tinselly garland that I was hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not going to say the company to which I am grateful, but I am grateful to you, company. And I'm grateful to God for helping me find it, because I do believe it was a God thing. I do believe that I went to the right place at the right time. And there's something about recognizing that my quote unquote resourcefulness isn't just mine.
That's right.
That helps me to kind of end mentally this particular year and move into the next season. And of course, for those of us who follow the liturgical calendar, Advent is the beginning of the next year, right?
It is.
And Thanksgiving is a wonderful end to the current year.
It is.
So I'm thankful for those funny things like finding garland.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? All right, so of all the Thanksgiving traditions or foods or whatever, and you know that for many years, even though I am a stickler about certain things at Thanksgiving, which include, like, I like to not have everything on the table at once, mainly because it's just overwhelming. But one of the things I like to do is to ask everybody, you know, what's the one thing you have to have or it's not Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, Benton Stokes, what is the one thing you have to have or it's not Thanksgiving?
You know, where food is concerned, if I'm back home, I want my mother's chicken and dressing, and that is just something I really, really look forward to. But I think here I've become a lot more flexible in the food part. But one tradition I think that we have here that I definitely don't have back home is the two cocktails. The aperitif at the beginning, where we're passing appetizers around and we're having, you know, the featured cocktail. And then the one that we have at the end, the digestif, where we're enjoying something, you know, kind of desserty, and it comes with dessert. And that is a piece of our festivities that I've really come to appreciate and enjoy. And that's something that I love trying to come up with.
Yes.
The direction and the recipe and whatever. That's a lot of fun for me. I would be really disappointed if there were Thanksgiving when we didn't do that.
Wait, hold on a minute. I need to take a note. Hang on. Because it might occur to me to not do that. Hold on, wait.
I doubt it will ever occur to you not to do that. So that's really it. What about you?
I don't know at this point. As adventuresome as I can be at Thanksgiving, and you know, I'm not a huge Thanksgiving foods kind of person. Like, it's all tastes the same to me most of the time. So I like a broadened flavor palette. When I was growing up, I needed creamed onions. Creamed onions, those little pearl onions, and I had to have that.
Okay.
And stuffing, I think, because that was something my mom really loved. But I think now I have to have cranberries. Cranberries have to be on the table.
I've heard you say that.
And I don't know why. It's not like I'm from cranberry land. But I think because that's the only time we eat them. Really. I mean, like, we'll have cranberry muffins or whatever, and people eat, you know, the dried cranberries. But something about actually having cranberries on the table, I think that only happens at Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think it may be. I think it, yes, I'm telling so much about myself right now. I think it might be cranberries.
Okay.
They don't have to be the canned ones with a little, you know, the little lines around them from having been in the can, which is really the best part of the canned ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care, but I think it has to be cranberries. Well, who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? All right. So I'm going to force this upon you. Okay. I lied at the beginning of this session.
It was a terrible lie.
I am a lying liar who lies. One thing you're thankful for, or one person you're thankful to, or any thankfuls you've got this year.
I laughingly say that I have a charmed life, and I believe that I do. It's funny. I'm reading this book. Actually, I just finished it today. It's called Less, and the protagonist is a writer named Arthur Less. There's a conversation he's having with. They're kind of like frenemies, and they've been in one another's lives for 30 years. And the frenemy is saying, I have the philosophy that half of a person's life is comedy and the other half is tragedy.
Okay.
And he said, the first half of my life was tragedy, and now I'm getting to live the comic part. And then he named off some of the sad, hard things that had happened earlier in his life. And he's like, wow. Now I just get to be fat and lazy, and I have plenty of money, and I can do whatever I want.
Right.
And then, but to Arthur, he says, for you, I kind of think it's the opposite. I think that the first half of your life was pretty easy and nonchalant, and you had this really great thing, whether you knew it or not. And now things are kind of hard,
right.
And I just think that's kind of how it is. And it wasn't a very hopeful thing to say,
right.
But this character wasn't a very hopeful guy. But it made me think about that, and my 30s and 40s were really kind of hard, and there was a lot of stuff in there that was important for me to work out, and important for me to live through, and important for me to overcome. And now I'm in a place where I kind of get to enjoy some of the benefits of having done all that work.
Yeah.
And so I feel incredibly lucky and blessed, and I thank God every day. Because I have this very, unorthodox way of making a living, and I get to do these things that people are just look at me like, how do you do that? And I just feel incredibly lucky, and I that's a big vague answer, but I'm really thankful to God for the life that I have right now, and I know that it won't always be this easy and this fun, and I know there are hard things that will happen. But I think this season is giving me the momentum to face those things and not be overcome or overwhelmed or defeated by those things. Like I'm an Enneagram 6, so I'm always projecting, all of the worst case scenarios and all the plans A through F. But I'm really, thanks to therapy and a lot of things that I've worked through, at a place where I trust myself a little better. And I know that when I'm faced with whatever's coming, I will be able to manage it a lot better than I used to. And that's something that I'm incredibly thankful for.
I love that.
What about you?
Well, of course, as you're talking, I'm thinking of more. My first thought was, there's this guy I follow on Instagram who's a hairstylist person in, I want to say Jamaica, but somewhere in the West, what we used to call the West Indies.
Yeah.
He's a man of faith, and he does transformations for people. He's always so positive and so full of joy when he's doing it with them.
Yeah.
That I love when his stuff comes through my feed. It's like every time I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful on behalf of the people. I'm thankful to God. All like he just brings up all this kind of things. I'm really thankful I have a job. Yeah. And I think that things are going to get harder for people, not easier. I think so at the moment, I'm trying not to worry about whether I'll have a job tomorrow. Right. But I'm thankful that I've got a job that pays my bills. Yeah. I'm very thankful for you, which I think I tell you, but I want to make sure. I'm thankful to God who has pulled me through just all kinds of things. Yeah. And I'm thankful to the fact that I have friends who continue to love me and support me, even if I don't think they will tomorrow. Which is all about me and nothing about them, right? Right. But I'm thankful for that fidelity. Yeah. And I think that I've earned some of it. Yeah. But you can't earn love. So, so I'm thankful that I've, through the grace of God and through careful pairing, P-A-R-ing, I've wound up with a small group of friends I really, truly trust. Yeah. And I'm very thankful for that. Yeah.
That's a huge thing to be thankful for.
And I'll need to remind them at dinner
Well, there you go.
that I'm thankful for them.
There you go. Listeners, we love hearing from you. What are you thankful for? How do you feel about Thanksgiving, the day, the practice? How are you feeling about gratitude? Are you feeling grateful today? I know a lot of people are dealing with a lot of hard things, and sometimes it's difficult to find the thing that you're grateful for in the middle of the yuck. And we understand that.
For sure.
We would encourage you to try to find one thing, because we have to hold on to hope somehow. And I think that if you can find the one thing, then you can find two, and then maybe you can find three. Cocktailtheology.com is where we are. And because you mentioned Advent, I'm going to do a shameless plug, which I never do. But you and I wrote a devotional book, and it's called Daily Contemplations for Misfit Christians. Yes. And it's available on Amazon right now. Mm-hmm. It's the only place you can find it. And it is a book of devotionals that goes through the liturgical year, which, as you mentioned, begins at the beginning of Advent. Mm-hmm. So this would be a great time to pick one up for yourself or for somebody that you love, that you know would read it. It has anecdotes. It has observations. Mm-hmm. Elane and I both wrote entries for it. And it was a lot of fun to do. It was a labor of love that we did, most of it during lockdown. We would encourage and love for you to pick one up.
Yes.
Again, it's on Amazon.
And I'm going to say the name again one more time. Yep. Daily Contemplations for Misfit Christians.
That's it.
And because it's not, a bestseller, you actually have to put in the name and go looking for it, or put in our names and go looking for it, because otherwise it's not going to be the first thing that pops up.
No, they're going to send you to fishing reels or something. I don't know.
I could just go on that one for a while. Let's just cut off. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanksgiving,
We're grateful for you.
We are.
Bye.
Funny how the view can change, how life just seems to rearrange itself. No matter what it was, I don't know how it goes, but look, moving on feels pretty good. Moving on feels pretty good.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and hit subscribe wherever you're listening right now. We welcome your comments, questions, and ideas for conversations and for cocktails. Please get in touch with us at our website, cocktailtheology.com. Cocktail Theology is a production of SFS. Our theme song is Moving On Feels Pretty Good, recorded by yours truly, Benton Stokes. You can find my music wherever you stream your favorite artists. Join us next Thursday for another new episode.